Hello again Nintendo fans and welcome to Nintendo Bytes, a recap of what's gone on in the last 7 days. The Wii U version of Call of Duty Ghosts has appeared from the shadows and has been confirmed for release by Nintendo. Despite rumours that the first-person shooter would make an appearance on Nintendo's platform, fans have been left in the dark so far. However, Nintendo has confirmed this week that the next entry in the series will be launching on 5th November with a brand new world, story, and powerful next generation engine. More positive news for Nintendo this week as the company's stock rose significantly, reaching its highest point since June 2011. According to Bloomberg, the rise to 14,050 yen was the highest in 2 years. The move is likely due to the recent release of Animal Crossing New Leaf for Nintendo 3DS and the strong opening weekend for Pikmin 3 in Japan. Do you remember Rodea the Sky Soldier? Well, according to publisher Kadoa Games, the Wii project is still in development. Speaking to 4Gamer this week, company president Yoshihiro Yasuda explained the reason for the long period of silence was due to a lack of interest. However, the game is still being designed for both Wii and 3DS, with the 3DS version roughly 70% complete, and the team is taking its time to create a title that is to be really enjoyed in full 360 degrees. Independent developer Precursor Games have relaunched their new Kickstarter campaign for Shadows of the Eternals this week. The premise is still as it was previously, following the story of Detective Paul Becker, now voiced by David Hayter of Solid Snake fame. However, the episodic nature of the original plan has been scrapped in favour of a single, fleshed out storyline. The project has a more achievable goal of 750,000, just half of what the studio was asking for initially. As well as Wii U and PC, which remain the core consoles, Precursor are also adding PlayStation 4 support as a stretch goal too. Capcom have confirmed plans for the upcoming DLC packs to launch alongside Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. There will be a selection of 3 costumes available to download, a deduction quiz, and also a special chapter Turnabout Return, a little prelude that links the previous game Apollo Justice to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and spans Phoenix Wright's first case after coming out of retirement. He'll be faced against a killer whale trainer dressed as a pirate. Last week, Pokemon creators Game Freak teased a mystery game, which has now been revealed as a combination between horse racing and solitaire. The studio hinted that this new side project would be a popular game that is played around the world, but will be born in a completely different way. The game is called Solitaire Horse, a Nintendo eShop project where players race horses and also play a classic game of solitaire to give those four-legged friends a bit more power. Part action, part card game, players crank the whip and draw lines on the touchscreen to guide their horse. More indie development news this week, as the creators of Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey, expressed that they are keen to bring the title onto the Wii U after being approached by Nintendo. Project lead Ragnar Tornquist highlighted how Nintendo approached them last autumn, but the team weren't ready to make any commitments at that time. Since then, talks have been happening with Nintendo, and the studio are very keen to bring the game onto the gamepad. Over in Japan, Famitsu magazine has published sales data for the first 6 months of this year, with Nintendo performing very well. Whilst the Wii U hardware sales are still unstable in Japan, the company has performed well for software across multiple platforms. Games like New Super Mario Bros. U and Animal Crossing New Leaf were particularly strong performers, especially given the fact that digital sales data isn't included in the figure. For software sold in Japan throughout the first half of 2013, Nintendo came out top with 5.19 million units sold, eclipsing all the other publishers in the region. Also this week, Level 5 have released the first gameplay snippet to the Fantasy Life follow-up, Fantasy Life Link. This game, also for Nintendo 3DS, is a continued collaboration between the home of Professor Layton and Brownie Brown, who are now known as 1UP Studios, and is set to continue with an expanded edition including online cooperative features, extra customizations, message exchange and brand new environments to explore. And finally onto our reviews. This week we reviewed Project X Zone, and Sirlink said it shows how a crossover game should be done, celebrating the rich history of Namco Bandai, Sega and Capcom, whilst making all the included characters shine, and he rated the game 9 out of 10, a gold award. Adam and I also reviewed Pikmin 3, and we said it was rich, exciting, gorgeous and thought-provoking. There were just so many positives to mention about Pikmin 3. It's not radically genre or game-changing, but Nintendo's third entry has brought together the best of its predecessors into one complete package. We rated the game 9 out of 10 and again gave it a gold award. And last but not least, we reviewed Gunman Clive for the Nintendo 3DS eShop. Reviewed by Adam, he said it's a stunning masterpiece of a platform game, with so many different styles that are well loved from all the years packed together and expertly delivered by a developer with a clear strong talent in the genre. We gave this game a 9 out of 10 again, with a gold award. So that brings us to the end of Nintendo Bytes. Thank you for watching, and be sure to follow us on cube3.com for all your Nintendo news, reviews and videos.